That was a good story, wasn't it? And the main thing to remember about that story is that God is always with us and He does good things for us. And we're to remember how powerful God is and how great He is in our lives. Now, the reason I'm going to tell you now why I'm in this front room is because remember that the Israelites made a memorial out of the stones? Well, our family has a memorial. I bet you didn't know that. You can make a memorial out of anything. And some of you have probably seen this that I'm going to show you right here that's in the front bedroom. Do you recognize that? It's a little tray with lots of things in it. Well, did you know that many of the things in that tray are answers to prayer? That when your moms and dad were children growing up in our house, there was a lot of things that happened that we wanted to pray about. Some things were scary, some things were fun. Or there's things in here that just are special to me and they remind me of special people or special things in my life. And I've put them in here. So I thought I might show you some of them and let you see what they are. All right, we're going to start over here. You can't see me, but you can hear me. And let me show you some of the special things. Way up here, look at that. What's that look like? It's a track shoe. And you know what it says on the back of this track shoe? It says the name Sarah. This was a prayer that I prayed one time when Sarah was at a track meet. I won't take the time to tell you the whole story, but you need to ask her about it. But God answered a special prayer for me that day. Look at this one right here. Now this is interesting. You can see what that is. Maybe you can. It's a little house is what it is. But what's this thing behind it? That's an odd little piece, isn't it? Well, let me tell you what that is. That's a piece of a shingle off of the roof of our house. Now, why would that be in my memorial box? The reason it's in there is because one time, many years ago, we had a storm come through. And it was a very powerful storm. And I got to tell you, I was a little nervous. And we prayed that God would protect us. And we were back in my closet. And there was some noise. We didn't know what was happening, but everything was fine. And we came out. And part of our roof tiles had flown into the yard, which means it was a very strong wind. But God protected us. And nothing happened. Our house was fine and we were all fine. And so I thanked God for that, and I wanted to remember how nice He had been that day. Now, I bet you would never guess what this is. You can see it's a little bottle. Or to some people who are Lucy fans, a biddle-lottle. And it has what looks like water in it. And that's exactly what it is. It's a little bottle with pool water in it. Now, how strange is that? Why in the world would Evie have a little bottle with pool water in it? I'll tell you why. Because Rachel, when she was baptized, she came and brought her, she had a t-shirt on, and I squeezed out that t-shirt and put the water in this bottle so we could be reminded when Rachel was baptized. That special? Now down here, you can see, here's a little pack of dominoes. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And here's a little thing that says Elvis on it. Now, can you guess what I want to remember with these? Yes, my two special dogs that I really loved. Domino and Elvis, and that's why those are in there. Now here is something that's interesting. What is that? What does it look like? It says Houston Texans on it. That was a school. And on the back of it, this is an eraser. It's a big eraser, isn't it? But it's an eraser. And on the back of it, it says Sarah, 6th grade. We moved to this house that we're in right now when Sarah was in the 6th grade. And she had, or right before she started 6th grade, and she wanted to stay at her school because she was going to have to move schools because we moved to a new house. And we prayed about it, and we went and talked to the principal of the old school, and he said, I would love to have Sarah stay here for another year. So sure, you can do that. Wasn't that nice? So she got to stay and finish up at the school she was at.